So if you couldn't tell already, this is the first episode of BFDI playing. However, this video will not be covering it. It will be covering 5 other BFDI episodes. BFDI has been a viral object show, starting a whole community, actually. So I'm going to be doing the top 5 most unfair BFDI eliminations. Let's just get on to it. If you couldn't tell, I'm going to go over the top most unfair eliminations, so let's get started. So I'm going to be going from least harmless to most harmless. I would say this episode is the least harmless due to it's just the new teams, the whole color-based team thing really sucks for a character. That was unfortunate for one character called Balloony. I need to make the scene where Balloony is getting tortured just to make sympathy votes, but clearly that didn't work. And Balloony ended up being the first boot from post split because he was stuck on a team of fan favorites. BFDI 19 was an episode of the elimination. The two people pencil out in the previous episode, pencil out Seared David, but ended up in the classic BFDI style due to budget cuts. It could only it couldn't do 3-digit numbers, so she got the least now. And she was up against 2 at the time fan favorites, and she'd also barely ever received votes. So yeah, but it wasn't really good for her, I'll say. You might only remember Teapot 4 due to its challenge and its banger intro. Anthony Cox was on fire when he wrote this. Anyway, yeah, I agree. Anyway, you see the character Barfbag right there. Apparently, I was doing on the live vote results, and apparently someone spammed for Barfbag to be safe. I mean, Barfbag didn't really do anything in episode 3, so it couldn't be like, there shouldn't have been a reason other than, oh, she's my favorite character or something. I mean, I like Barfbag, but still, it's kind of funny. I mean, I'm kind of glad because maybe Saw wouldn't have been eliminated. Saw is probably the most ignoring character in the entire show. Other than Pencil and Match from BFDI, I think. Whatever. Anyway. Now, Donut, Saw were up there with Queenie and Pin, and Gady was suffocating was in like third to last. However, the voter showed Gady got the least, but it turned out Saw actually did. I was actually scared when I first watched this that Donut was gonna get out. I mean, I'm a Donut super fan, but still, eliminate Saw. Anyway, that's all. And Teapot 4, Barfbag got spam. That's really all I have to say. People don't really point to Teapot 4 when they think of rigged episodes. Okay, I've received notes that BFDI A4 was rigged. Because guess who won the prize? The only, non-contributing member won the prize. Anyway, Teardrop died, so we had to. So then Teardrop spins the wheel. And it even made it in Reunion 15, but then Pin must have seen the vote results. She didn't want her closest ally to get out, so then she said, everybody loves Teardrop, don't do that. You don't need immunity. So then, yeah. And Jelton just got death sentenced by a recovery center in that picture. What are these gears? Like, what are they doing there? Oh my god, the beast hasn't been slain no longer. Screw you, Ruby. You could have just really done something bad to the world. So on the elimination, the person with the most votes, they put the suspense, the votes showing. Needle was the first saved, and then Pin. And then this guy person that was trying to say Coiny rigged the votes because Coiny was going to get eliminated, so they convinced all their subscribers to vote to just like Teardrop's video. That's what the voting system used to be. So yeah, that's how that's rigged. But there's still one more episode I'm going to cover, and it's kind of an important one. Da 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 da. Okay, yeah, marketable plushies. Please ignore the ads. Ignore the ads. So, the BFD on 22. So, in this elimination, there was some controversial stuff. What the? Oh my goodness. What's going on? Time for me to read the votes. Yeah, just barely. By one vote. I say more like by 100 or something. But, oh my goodness. And what's funny is most voting results show Flower getting eliminated instead, so good job at rigging the votes, I must say.